All right, listen, between you and me, we all know you need some codes. All right, there's just so many decks you can work with, so many things you can do. We need the stuff to do it though, right? So, where are you gonna go? There's only one place you can go, baby. It is ptcgostore.com. They are having a sale right now for their Sword and Shield codes. Go check them out and use the code FTW at checkout to get yourself a little cheeky 5% off. Huge thanks to them for sponsoring the video. Let's get going. Whew, okay. Oh, okay, Sean. You've got this, Sean. You've got this. Hello, hello, hello. Today, we're going down the road of British tradition. We're going to be playing football. Not American football, real football. Football. We are playing Cinderace today. This is a deck that I played on the stream, last uploaded to this channel. And boy, this deck was impressive. I saw two lists from two different viewers, and I decided to kind of use a majority of an original list that I was given, and I kind of just put my own few things in there to really make it function the way I would like it to. And this is what we're rolling with. This deck is just fun to its literally core. The way to think about it is it's like a single energy attacking deck that does 190 damage, and you'll see what I mean soon. If you don't know what Cinderace does, it does 190 damage, discard 2 fire energy, and its ability is quite simple. If you move this Pokemon into the active during your turn, then Bob's your uncle, 2 fire energy and a discard power going straight onto it. And it's great because you don't need much fire energy at that point because you're reusing energy in the discard pile, which is fantastic. So it's technically a single attacking deck. And we're actually playing against Charizard, so this is going to be quite a fun matchup. Two fire stage 2 Titans in this format coming against each other. And a little shiny Reshiram, you cheeky boy. Throwing that one in there. And the original list I was trying out, the original couple of lists, were playing different tool cards. One was playing Bomb, one was playing, I don't think it was actually playing a tool card, another list I played. But I thought Lucky Egg was the way to go for a few reasons. Going up from 170 to 200, although it is kind of decent for the... I'm going to try and play quickly before I do anything else here. I want to Stellar Wish and see what I get. Oh, this is going to be a big boy discard. Yikes. Do you know what? That's fine with me, actually. Actually, this works. This actually works. That actually is that's actually a pretty decent discard. I'm not going to lie, man. It's pretty good, that one, eh? Let's get the fire energy away and get ourselves another Score Bunny down. I think we're going to have to pass there. It's a bit scary passing like that, but it's cool. We have ourselves a Cinderace next turn. All we need is a fire energy and we're good to go. So let's just pass. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Ah, yes. So against the ADP matchup, obviously having that extra 30 HP from the Big Charm, which is something I considered putting in the deck. I thought, well, the Lucky Egg is actually really good if you get KO'd to be able to continue funneling through your deck and consistently getting your Cinderaces out and going. So that's the way I've decided to go about using this deck. And to be fair, this is a pretty solid build from my perspective so far. So I'm really, really happy with it, which is great. Another list I was given, or one of the two lists I was given, actually played a... So can we see what we get off this quickly? Be a bit cheeky. Nah, nothing too special. In fact, it might actually be a good shout to go for this research. Really dig through the deck. We need an energy now, so... And there's no other real routes to get it. If we're going to do that, I might as well go for the custom capture, right? And get another basic out. I'm going to go for the Oricorio. Oricorio, again, another big boy in this deck. So as you can see, there's a lot of route to draw in this deck, which is fantastic. And well, as you're seeing here, already kind of struggling to find ourselves an energy, which is a shame. Haven't really had that issue in this deck so far, but you know what? It just is what it is, mate. Sometimes it just be like that. Getting a Cynthia here is definitely the move. And if this Jirachi goes down, we can Oricorio as well, so we have a lot of draw. Yeah, so this seems to be, from my experience playing this deck so far and the other lists I've played, this one seems to be quite consistent. It really digs through the deck, so you can get your Cinderaces out quite quickly and you know, channel them and make sure you keep coming, you keep coming back with Cinderaces pretty much every turn. Because one issue I've definitely found with this deck is being able to consistently put out your Cinder Races. So the Lucky Egg's going to help with that, being able to allow you to draw a lot on a KO, finding your things like rare candies, evolution instances, and your basics. It helps you find these things to make sure that you've got a max consistency. There are other tool cards you can play. You can play the bad boy Vitality Belt, being able to one-hit KO. Well, I don't think it makes that much of a difference. Going from 190 to 200, there may be some Pokemon I'm missing just from the top of my head, but I don't really think it's that incredibly significant, to be honest with you. So that's something to bear in mind as well. Now, 190 is a bit short when it comes to the numbers we're trying to hit, so you are two-shotting a lot of things, which is why there's custom captures in here, of course. To be able to gust up things that really do, really are trying to escape, sorry, from your wrath. It's mad saying 190 isn't enough nowadays. It's so weird saying that. But being able to have a single price Pokemon for a single energy, technically, and recycle energy is the way we're going, by the way, just to give you that little hint. Doing 190 damage, that is an absolute no-brainer in my opinion, especially if you can get it going consistently. There's the recycle. Sweet. Now we're going to start fishing through the deck here a bit more. We need to be careful because we actually can draw a ton of cards, which is not really great when you start thinning a bit too much, if you know what I mean. I really want to get another Skull Bunny down. I want to get as much down as possible, like, for real. But with that said, we'll attach this Lucky Egg here. Let's see if we get the... Oh, okay, so that's one of two. And we really want to get that thing at one point. Oh, do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? I think we're going to go into the Charizard and Breaks in here. We could get the KO on this thing now. In fact, is that the move? Or do we try and go for the Charizard and Breaks in and then just take this out at one point? Well, if we take this out, they're going to respond with this Charizard, right? So we might as well just go for this Charizard and Break. Go for the big boy game. Go for the big boy game. Now, I know they have the Giant Hearth, but do they have the Welder? Risking it for a biscuit, guys. Risking it for a biscuit. Let's go. Come on. It's a bit of a riskier play, considering we had the KO there, ready to go. And we have the follow-up as well. But hey, it's the way it is. What's great as well is if you're in a bit of a pickle and you don't really have switches to work with to get Jirachis out and switch back. God, I can't speak today. My mouth is just meh. Then you can just manually retreat with the Recycle Energy and attach into another Cinderace that you've got on the bench, which is why it's ideal to have two out at the same time. And then just go from there. And you can continue to loop that and continue to get the fires out and do your damage. So yeah, it's a really effective way of going about things. Let's see what they do. They didn't play the Welder, which is kind of a banger, if I'm going to be honest. They get the switch though, which is not really a banger. Yeah, that's a no-no. Maybe I used that custom catcher a bit too hastily, but let's see what they roll with here. I haven't seen another Charizard setup yet, so we do have the upper hand in a sense where we're going to be getting more prizes in the KOs. Them on the other hand, sorry, probably not, unless they have the likes of custom catcher. We'll have to see. Now, this honestly would just function as a standard, better as a standard Charizard Breaks in with greens and just cut out the stage 2 Charizard. Although you have to consider the capability of that thing, right? Being able to get big knockouts as well, especially with the likes of Welder, right? Hitting big boy stuff. 280 if I'm correct, if you get the Welder, the attach and the charge play. But they knock us out, that's cool. Maybe I could have Finn, to be fair, but I'm not complaining. We still have the follow-ups and stuff. We have the Oricorios. That's cool. That's cool. Now, obviously, they can come in for... Oh, I'm confusing it with Reshiram. I thought they can come in for an Outrage. No, they can't. But if this bad boy comes in, decides to attack, which it does. Oh, bro, you're whiffing as well. You didn't go for your GX attack? Oh, you whiffed it. Mate, I feel bad for you. I actually do, because we got the KO on it, and they actually didn't take the prize. Okay. And they scooped. I think they realized. Yeah, that you had to take the KO there, man, to keep in the game, because we had that comeback strong, boy. We had it ready to go. Okay, let's go for another one. Right, as we get into this game, I want to quickly take this opportunity to plug shamelessly my Twitch, twitch.tv/forthewin TCG. I'm going to be streaming on there regularly. I have a lot of mates now online who actually tend to play a lot of games. They record stuff as well for their channels. I jump in and play as well, and I thought it would be a great opportunity to start streaming when that happens, to really get involved on Twitch. So it's going to be a mixture of Pokemon, TCG, and just a bunch of other games that we play. So if you want a bit more than just the regular content, go to twitch.tv/followingTCG. It's in the description as always, and drop a follow over there. I will be on there soon, maybe even tonight if I'm feeling a bit cheeky. We'll have to see, but I can't guarantee it yet. In fact, by the time this video comes out, probably not. This video will probably come out quite late, but over the weekend I probably will be streaming, so come along, say hello, and yeah, it'll be a great time. Be a great time. Right, what are we up against? A Malamar? Excuse me, sir. What is this? This is it's leaving me a bit perplexed. Oh, get it? Yeah, of course you do. Come on, Sean. Rotom bike. Okay. Now it's our time to shine. Let's get ourselves a Jirachi. Oh, great. There we go. Yeah. Jurgen Schmergen. And we're just going to have to go for the Passeruni. In case they get a knockout, which I doubt, we'll drop the Oricorio as well. I don't know what this deck is yet. I'm sure some of you will. If not, you're on my boat. I have no idea what's going on. Isn't that just me every day? Okay, we do need a stadium to counter this black market, though, because that's problematic. Hopefully we get that. Right, what is it just this? Just confusion? No, about to say, I was like, that's a bit crazy. Hypnotic Rain. Oh, this rings a bell. This really rings a bell. Your opponent reveals their hand. You may discard a Pokemon you find there. Use Pokemon's non-GX attack as his attack. Oh, that's cool. Oh, no, it's not. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, bad. Oh, very bad. Oh, ooh. Oh, what a risky deck to play, my friend. Yeah, you're lucky there, I tell ya. Bloody hell. Change it, okay. All right, sir. I want to see if we get a rare candy. So I'm going to start drawing now instead of using that incense. We don't, which means incense time is going to be all about that. This bad boy. No. Rabuta. There we go. We'll throw you on. Now, technically, they can't attack because we have no Pokemon in our hand. I see what this guy's going for. Maybe they have a whole, like... I'm going to leave it there. Reset stamp, stuff like that. I'm assuming this guy's going to have. Reset the hand. Peak and red card. There we go. It would be smart to have the hand stadium as well. No? Oh, dude, you finna be like that, yeah? Oh, dude, you are doing bits here. It did say non-GX though. So this deck, although looks cool, I'm actually, do you know what? Fair play, mate. Fair play. This is intriguing, to say the least. Definitely intriguing. Now that they can loop this this Cinderace thing, geez, they only need to catch one Pokemon. If it was just Pokemon, not non-GX, that card could be some serious business. But it's a bit of a shame we're playing a non-GX deck, isn't it? All right, let's go for the Oricorio in the active. Let's see if we can get out of this sticky situation. Oh, yeah, look at that. Get out of this sticky situation. Get me out of it. Go and get. Oh. Let's hope this Oricorio does us some stuff then. Because that was a bit bad. Ooh. Oh, yes. Ordinary Rod. Ordinary Rod. Please just give the Pokemon back so we can't do that little loop. You could take the Jirachi. Go for it. Give me Cinderace, please. Give me it. Give me now. Oh! Okay. Good thing is we don't have anything in our hands. Oh, we need to thin. Oh, boy, we need to thin. I know exactly what they're going to... Oh, they're going to go do the thing and the thing. Ah, okay. I have to thin. I have to thin. So if they go for the peak in red card, at least... You know, there's no problems. Right, we're going to go to the Jirachi just in case they pull something a bit mad off. I don't want this Oricorio going down. So, yes, okay, just in case. Oh, jeez. What a rough. I mean, we would have been well ahead if they didn't discard that Cinderace. But they did. They've taken prizes. So, expect a peek in red card. They can't go for that box Gengar. What is it called? Surprise box, which is great. So, yeah, by all means. Having to thin your deck down, though, is a bit rough because you have to use resources you don't want. See, now, I hope, please don't give me a Cinderace. A lot of times I don't want a Cinderace. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is where the deck is a hit or miss, mate. This is where it starts happening. If we get our stuff out, we just evolve, get our Pokemon out, then we won't have to worry so much about this deck. Explosive start, though. A very explosive start, but it seems a bit lackluster at this point. Although they are discarding resources, which is not good. Not good at all. Yikes. That is fine by me, though. That is fine by me. I am me not complaining one little bit. Let's bench the score, bunny. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Still having a struggle here, which is not fun. Give me an evolution incense. No, no incense. Okay, Jose. I guess not. In which case, we're going to thin the deck yet again. Try and get us our Pokemon out. There we go. So, am I actually going to do this as well? We don't want them going for some sort of peaking red card here. Reset stamp is still on the table, obviously, but we just got to hope they ain't got that. So thin the hand down. Thin the hand down. Still struggling to find our big boys, but once we do, we're rolling. We are rolling. There's the greens. Pika, but no, obviously they're not going to peaking. Reset stamp is what I'm seeing. It only makes sense. There we go. That makes perfect sense. So they're going to reset us to 6, and they're going to be able to peak and red card us at the same time. This deck has a lot of options to fish your opponent's deck for these cards, and they've managed to bang it. So obviously they're going to hold that and go from there. That's why the stadium's important as well. I'm more intrigued in the opponent's deck. This is some interesting stuff, mate. I'll give it to you. I will give it you. However, we are coming through now. Now is our chance to just bang it. Okay, we've got to come in with the Cinderace. We're going to do some serious stuff. We've got the switch, so we can do that. In fact, I'm going to use this rare candy first on this one. Evolve here manually. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go for this. See if we get an evolution incense or something. We don't, but we do get the Cynthia. Seems like the safer bet. Let's go up here. Yes, bring the fire in, baby. Bring that forward. We're only one more Cinderace in deck, and we've already used our rod. This is very bad. We have to stay alive. Big time. Oh, okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. And this is bad because now we have to... They're going to just be able to fire off the same attack again. We've drawn into 2 of them. What a risky deck to be playing, man. And the thing is, they're going to come back. Oh, we need to discard this. I don't want to do that, but I had to. I don't want them having that attack. Man, getting rid of your Pokemon like that's crazy. But if they, the thing is, if they came back with the attack, we'd have been screwed. They would have discarded it anyway, and they would have KO'd us. So we're better off just doing this. Them having no real effective attack. Oh no, they can do the box thing, can't they? Man, what a crazy deck. Oh, this is like perfect for them though. If it was playing like a Mew 3, they'd be screwed. They'd be done. Now, you have to bear in mind as well that this this doesn't consider V cards. So, yeah. V decks are going to have a bit of trouble against this as well. Being able to use V, that's, mate, you've got a good shout, mate. I'll probably give this deck a go, give it a shout tomorrow, you know, because against V decks, that's kind of crazy. And that's kind of what's popping right now. Let's be real. And we are going to run out of attackers pretty quickly, which is not a good sight. As you can see, nothing. Is 2 rods really that needed? I've never thought so, but it looks like it in this particular matchup. But 7th, mate, hats off. This is fun. This deck idea is fun. To be fair, even our own reset stamp would cause problems in this matchup for them. As that to consider. But would it just be better playing an extra rod? Although you got to bear in mind this matchup is very unlikely on the ladder unless it starts getting popular. Now they're going to be able to check and go for that. Thing is though, if they're out of boxes and they don't have any, for example, which they probably do, let's bear that in mind. Yeah, there it is. That looks like it's game. What a wild deck we've come up against. 2 rogue decks going head to head. That is exciting. That's good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Hats off to you, mate. I'm going to go for that scoop. I run out of resources. That is a banging idea. In fact, I don't know if I'm going to scoop because I want to be able to get his deck. And I don't know if I scoop if that actually works to be able to see his list because I really want to give it a shot and go from there. So impressive stuff. There it is. And I am just gonna pass to him, really. All our Cinderaces are gone. And it is just an unfair matchup in the sense where we aren't a GX attacking deck. If we was, then it would be a completely different story. A very, very different story. So, yeah. Alright, fair play to you, mate. Fair play. Go on, do your thing. And then we're going to give that deck a little check out. And then we'll get into the list of this deck, which seems to be not so very much the star of this game. So be that as it may, fair play, my friend. Good stuff. Go for it. There we go. All right, sweet. I'm just going to go straight to the list from here, and we'll have a little chat. Oh, I'm a stupid dum-dum. I didn't get the list. Right, here we go. This is the list. Quickly, before we get into it, as you can see, yeah, there's no win rate here right now. I was only shown this list a couple of days ago, and I thought, this is so fun. I really want to get it on the channel. I want to get it out as soon as possible. So I thought I'd just throw it out there for you guys. You can have to take my word for it. It is a good deck. I think you've seen it do what it does and its potential. And this list is something I'm very happy with. I think it's wildly consistent. Resources seem to be scarce, though. So maybe another ordinary rod. I don't know just yet. It does depend, really, because it ironically enough, 170 HP. It's a bit low. It's weird saying that, but I guess that's what happens in this format, right? So, yeah, that's the case. Maybe even cutting out Fire Energy. You don't need the 5. So maybe cutting out Fire Energy, that might be a good idea as well. Just to help with that lack of that lack of longevity in the late game. So that's something that I've really had to bear in mind when playing in this deck. Other than that, this deck is an absolute banger. It's taken down top tier decks with ease. It's a great deck. It's super rogue and it's really, really fun to play. If you're struggling when it comes to finance, when it comes to this stuff, if you know what I mean, Jirachis are a bit expensive, a bit hard to get a hold of. Well, not so hard anymore, but in case you don't, Ordinos will do the same thing. Obviously, not as well. It won't be a Jirachi, but it's a way to get things to the active, yada, yada, yada. You know, stuff like that is always going to be cool if you don't have Jirachis, just to work around it. But yeah, with all that said, I'm going to give this a massive thumbs up, and I hope you give this video that too. Segue. But with that said, do leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it, which I just said, and do subscribe for more. And I'll see you next time. By the way, remember to follow me on Twitch. Bye-bye. See you later. Peace.